Now for our feature story of the day, Forbes recently published an article. Can Bitcoin reach $1 million by the end of 2025? Let's discuss how that's possible, shall we? And we're going to get right into the fruits and veggies. I'd say meat and potatoes, but JV hasn't eaten meat since I was 16 years old. I've been vegetarian since, more than half my life. So we'll get right to the fruits and veggies. Let's get right to the predictions, shall we? Let's get right into it. So yeah, let's start here with the Bitcoin halving history. You should be able to see this live and on your screen. Welcome everyone joining the live. You can see the first Bitcoin halving was in 2012. The price on halving day was $12.35. Let that sink in for a minute. And then 150 days later, which is 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 5 months later, Bitcoin soared to $127. So just like that, within the same year, 5 months later, from $12 to $127. Bada boom, bada bing. The next halving occurred in 2016, and Bitcoin was now $650. 5 months later, $758. This is, again, only 5 months later. Clearly, the following year, we always hit the cycle peak, so consider that as well. Then in 2020, we had the third halving. Bitcoin was priced at $8,800. 5 months later, just shy of $11,000. Now let's get into 2024. We just recently had the Bitcoin halving event. It was actually on April 19th. I recall because we did a halving pump watch. How many of you were here to experience it live and in the flesh? Let me know. So yeah, Bitcoin was 62,200 on April 19th. 5 months later, 60 G's. Now, the above table shows the past halving events have established the long-term bullish drivers for the BTC price. The Bitcoin halving event relates to the deflationary tendency and crushing its supply, which helps the Bitcoin price rise further. That's right, scarcity. As Bitcoin is a decentralized crypto, any central banks or governments, they can't print it. And thus, Bitcoin's total supply is limited, capped at 21 million, unlike the Ethereum max supply, which is infinite with no max supply. Bitcoin is mathematically programmed thanks to Satoshi. There can only ever be 21 million Bitcoin in circulation, and I would speculate 5 or 6 million Bitcoin are lost, gone forever, and will never be moved again, such as Satoshi's 1.1 million estimated BTC. Now, moreover, the Bitcoin whales, referring to the large investors, have started accumulating the BTC again. Shout out to all my whales. Whale prevail. And according to the data, these large Bitcoin whales holdings as of October 14th of this year have 240,000 of the BTC in their wallets, indicating investors have been filling up their wallets. Want to know why? The whales are the smart money. They've been filling their wallets with a substantial amount of the Bitcoin. This accumulation may contribute to the boosting price of the BTC. So yeah, whale cohorts continue to rise. Again, that's the smart money. So first, let's discuss 100,000 this year, and then we'll discuss $1 million by next year, which would mean another 10x from the 100,000 target we're on the cusp of here in Q4. So yeah, the current year is the year of the Bitcoin fourth halving. It occurred April 19th to be more precise. However, happy 420. It's a beautiful number. Informs of the basis of the Bitcoin monetary supply, support its increasing scarcity by cutting the Bitcoin supply growth rate in half, which occurs every 4 years. Currently, around 19.7 million of the Bitcoin are circulated in the crypto market, meaning the majority of the BTC has already been minted, and the final Bitcoin will be minted in the year 2140, just FYI. Now, Satavik, co-founder and chief executive officer of Unocoin, believes Bitcoin's cyclical nature will pass the bull market, showing strong year-end growth, suggesting a similar pattern for 2024. Historical trends reveal an average gain of 26% in October, 36% in November, and 11% for the December Santa rally, supporting the optimism that the Bitcoin could surpass that six-figure milestone. I believe it's a given. I believe six figures in play for 2024 here in the Q4. Let me know if you agree or disagree. Now, in addition, a potential interest rate cut by the Fed may act as the catalyst, quoting them here. Lower interest rates drive investors to the high growth assets like the Bitcoin, which benefit from the weaker US dollar. While the past performance is no guarantee, Bitcoin's fundamentals remain strong. Now, JV, hit that gong. I thought you'd never ask. It's going up forever, Laura. But nonetheless, this analyst believes we will hit 100,000 here soon. Let me know if you agree, disagree. My Q4 target is the weekly cup and handle target I shared in the live charts earlier, which is sitting sexy as a mofo right now at 124 G's. But now let's discuss, can Bitcoin realistically reach $1 million by 2025? Let's break this mofo down, shall we? Hamanshu, founder and chairman of SIFDoc Blockchain. I'm probably slaughtering that name, but hey, I'm trying. While predicting Bitcoin will reach $1 million by 2025 may seem overly optimistic, several factors make such a scenario plausible. The increasing adoption of the BTC, various countries approving a Bitcoin ETF, the weakening of the traditional fiat monopoly money currencies due to the inflation, better yet, the hyperinflation and the hyper-Bitcoinization, the rising of the profitability for the Bitcoin miners, the key drivers that could significantly boost the value. Preach. He also added Standard Chartered Bank primary shareholder BlackRock. Go figure. Recent upward revision of the Bitcoin price prediction of 120,000 by the end of the year. I think BlackRock knows their stuff. They already have like an insane amount of the BTC. I think they've done 30 billion plus in volume since January of this year, setting breaking all records within the ETF histories of all the ETFs, including the gold ETF, yo. And Bitcoin's just getting started. It's a nascent market. It's a pup. It's a baby. It's got a lot of growing up to do. It's going up forever, Laura. And as more of the investors and institutions turn to the BTC as a hedge against the inflation, the possibility of it reaching unprecedented heights, unprecedented, becomes more conceivable, more believable. And if such sovereign funds start investing in Bitcoin or the Bitcoin ETFs, direct exposure, indirect exposure, Bitcoin doesn't discriminate. The price will undoubtedly escalate much faster. And there is no limit to the price escalation because of the quantum of these funds. Do you understand? There's a total addressable market, some would say worth a quadrillion, numbers you have never even fathomed before. Definitely north of $700 trillion. The Bitcoin market cap is just north of a freaking 1 trillion. The total crypto market cap is in the 2.5 trillion range. So we have a lot of growing up to do. So you already know. Let me know if you agree, disagree, and who are some of the analysts who believe that $1 million is realistic for this cycle? Samson Mao has been projecting a $1 million Bitcoin price. I know Stock to Flow, Plan B, suggesting Bitcoin ranging above $500,000 between now and the next halving of 2028. In yesterday's podcast, I shared all the major influencer predictions from the likes of Cathie Wood, suggesting 2.8 million per Bitcoin, Tim Draper, $250,000 prediction, and it goes on and on. Let me know your thoughts when it comes to some of these predictions, and I will read your comments out loud. Welcome everyone to the Q&A segment of the live stream. We have 1,000 people watching live and in the flesh. Pre-election day, history is about to be made. Holla at your boy.